In my recent video where I figured out what species of seal the seal in the new TF2 update is, I used the app iNaturalist, which has a built-in AI algorithm for identifying organisms. It worked surprisingly well on the seal, in that its top guess was in fact a species of seal, so I thought about what other video games I could use this app on. Well, in the end, I turned to the other game I currently have downloaded, Fallout New Vegas. So today, I'm role-playing as a botanist in Fallout and trying to identify as many species as possible using the app. I'm doing this with my friend Boone, who is also a botanist. Now, I know a lot of people aren't interested in botany, but please understand that it's not the plants' fault that they're so boring. To be honest, it's the one area of biology even I tend to forget about. Maybe pretending to be a botanist in Fallout will make me more excited about the subject. We started out in this cave for some reason, and that had some glowing mushrooms, so we'll try identifying those first. While some mushrooms do in fact glow, I don't think these are based on any real species, and naturally, iNaturalist struggled to identify it, with a mushroom coming in third place on its suggestions. So, Boone and I left the cave, as botanists shouldn't be bothering with mushrooms anyway. Those things just aren't plants. Now, just outside of the cave, we did get our first win, as iNaturalist was able to correctly identify this tree, which is a Joshua tree. This species was first discovered by Bono in 1987. It's one of the most iconic plants of the Mojave region, so it's a good start for our botany journey. It's true that almost all the plants in this game are based on real species found around Las Vegas, which is a really cool detail in my opinion. Unfortunately, the success of our botany adventure ended there, as Boone and I were unable to identify the next few plants we came across using the app. iNaturalist strangely had no idea what this barrel cactus was, despite it being one of the plants I thought the app would have an easy time with. It also thought this other plant was a rabbit. So clearly we are reaching the limits of what the iNaturalist app can handle. It seems like Boone and I will have to look elsewhere for our botany fix. After that, we came across a coyote, and I decided to try to use the app to identify it, even though it isn't a plant. Look, at this point, we needed a win. However, Boone is a hardcore botanist, and upon seeing something that wasn't a plant, promptly shot the animal dead. Sadly, iNaturalist couldn't identify the dead coyote either, although it did manage to identify a dead gecko as a type of lizard, so I count that as a win. Further along, we found another plant to do our identification magic on. This is a species of Yucca, which is a relative of the Joshua tree. iNaturalist does correctly identify it as the Mojave Yucca, which I believe is one of 3 species of Yucca in the game, including the Joshua tree and the banana Yucca, all of which are based on real plants. This was yet another victory for iNaturalist, as it was once again able to make an identification. We then passed a group of bighorners, which iNaturalist thought could be a cow, which is fair enough in my opinion. After that, Boone and I conducted a botany experiment by following around a tumbleweed. Feeling fulfilled in our botanical quest, we then got back to our main mission of revenge. Of course, ignoring the actual botany-based quests in the game.